from the coach.
Well, these three seniors up here were pretty damn good tonight. We played a tough team in Kent State. I mean, to hold that team to 60 points, our defense was pretty damn good, and these three guys had a lot to do with it.
We'll open it now up for questions for the student athletes, please, and we'll start in the front row on the left.
Zach Osterman, Indianapolis Star Race. I imagine this is kind of an obvious question, but you've had to navigate some injuries this season, some ups and downs you've talked about. Just what does a night like tonight feel like for you, 20-9, and really just having long stretches out there where they kind of couldn't slow you down?
I mean, really, I'm just thankful for my teammates always keeping me locked in. I've been banged up a lot this season, and I mean, if I can't practice, they always tell me it's going to be all right, just stick with it. So, I mean, I just give credit to my teammates and coaches for just keeping me confident, keeping me locked in. My body's not feeling great, so, yeah.
Right side over here on the left, the second row, right there.
Trace, Sullinger hit a couple threes to make it an 8-point game again, and then you scored 6 straight for you guys. What was your kind of mentality when the lead was starting to dwindle a little bit and you just had to go out and get those shots?
Well, Coach Woodson he's always trying to put me in position to score. And I finally got a little bit of a groove, and then had a big play, an energy play. And then whenever that happens, my teammates try to give me the ball, and they put me in great positions. I know Miller threw me a great pass. We got offensive rebounds, tips, and then just trying to do whatever to help my team win because I know they feed off my energy. And so it was big, and then after that, I feel like everything was kind of smooth from there on out.
Stay second row. Go ahead.
Keegan Nixon with thehoosier.com. Miller, this is for you. There's been, no pun intended, a lot of madness the last 2 days. How much do you guys kind of pay attention to that? And do these upsets kind of help you guys zero in on this game and say that we can't get comfortable?
Well, I mean, our preparation stays the same in every game. And, you know, like I said before, you know, we've learned from our losses, you know, in the season and conference play. And so, you know, those are enough to wake us up and keep us locked in. And, you know, of course, we watch all the games. You know, we're hoop junkies, so we see all the games and upsets and stuff. And so, you know, but really, it's just about our preparation and doing the same stuff.
Left side, go ahead.
Todd Golden with CNHI Race. Kent State plays a style that's going to test your toughness a little bit. How much did your start, you made 4 of the first 6 shots for the team, kind of get you in that mode of toughness and kind of also make you relax a little bit and be able to play?
I mean, starting out like that, it just kind of settles you in personally. You're feeling good about yourself, and I mean that carries over to both sides of the ball on defense. And then again, I think it just gets our team going as well. So I mean, getting easy buckets like that just kind of sparks our offense, sparks our defense. So I think it's good to start like that.
Right here.
Shot less.
Excuse me, can we do, once again, introduce yourself and affiliation? Thank you. Rick
Bozich, WDRB in Louisville. They shot less than 32%. From your perspective, what was the key to holding them down?
Coach had a great scouting report, and I think we followed it beautifully. We kind of knew their tendencies and the plays that they were going to run. We were in to get out, and we challenged almost every three-pointer they shot. They hit some tough shots, and sometimes that's going to happen, especially in March. But overall, I thought our defensive and our connectiveness together as a group was really good tonight.
Middle right, and then we come back over.
Dalton Godby, WDRB out of Louisville. Trace, I noticed you were limping a little bit coming out of the tunnel there off the court. Is anything bothering you, or is that just a byproduct of playing a physical game like you did tonight?
No, it was just really just a physical game. I kind of got a little hip pointer in the first 2 minutes of the game. So, but it's just something you got to play with. It's not very much bothering me. I feel like I was fine out there. So.
Nathan Krishnan here with Indiana HQ for all three of you. Obviously, Kent State was built up as a good team. Was there an element of relief tonight getting out of playing Big Ten opponents for the first time in 3 months or so? How much were you looking forward to that?
It's absolutely. Big Ten's a grueling league, but at the same time, Kent State is a great basketball team, and they play really physical like a Big Ten team. So it was still credit to them because they're a great team. They won their conference tournament, so they're winners. They know how to win. And but at the end of the day, it was us against them, and someone's got to go home, and we kind of shut them down, and that's what we had to do. So,
go ahead.
Mike, Brad Bornovel from the Akron Beacon Journal here. Size played a role here tonight too. Talk to me about how much your length really affected their shots and really made them take some uncomfortable looks?
Well, I mean, we knew going in that we were a little bit bigger than Kent State, and so I thought the game plan offensively was to go inside. I mean, that's where we've been pretty good all season, and Race got off to such a great start, and we were able to milk him some, and Trace had his usual game, and I just thought it was a total team effort tonight against this team because this team could really score the basketball, and the defense set the tone, I thought.
Two more for the students, then we'll let them go. Go ahead.
Osterman again, Indianapolis Star. Trace asking you about Race. Obviously, you guys have been through a lot together. How have you seen him navigate a season when there have been some ups and downs? He's had to sit and watch a little bit. And what does a night like this mean for you as his teammate?
It's not only huge for me, but it's just huge for our whole team because we got so many weapons, and I think sometimes people forget that. But anyone can go off on any given night, and especially when you get into this tournament, everyone's got to be clicking. Miller's hitting shots. Race just was really, really well hitting shots, doing everything. And our team, we're not selfish. We'll find guys, and we'll get whoever is hot at the ball, and that's what happened tonight. I think we were all clicking, and we really fed off of him at the beginning of the game.
Last one for the students. Go ahead, second row.
Miller, when did you decide to go with a headband? And I noticed it's upside down right now, too. When did you decide to go with that?
I just think of myself as a fashionable guy.
Really?
And, I haven't worn one in 5 years of college, so I thought, why not for the NCAA tournament? So that's it.
I think you should keep it.
And with that, gentlemen, thank you.
I'm
Thank you, guys. Questions for the coach? Start right here.
Zach Osterman, Indianapolis Star. Mike, I'll stop hammering the Race question, but for you, how have you seen him as a 60-year guy, an experienced guy, but also a guy that's maybe had to defer to Trace a little bit more, has obviously had the injuries and had to watch a little bit more than I'm sure he would have liked. How have you seen him navigate this season, and what do you think a night like this means for him?
Well, tonight should mean a great deal to him because last season you could have easily said he could have been our MVP based on how he played. And unfortunately, he's had some injuries this season that has kind of put him behind, and to see him come out tonight and play a game like he did is special. It could not have happened to a better person because he's a really good young man. So I was happy for him, and we needed all of it.
Right here.
Coach, Keegan Nixon with the Hoosier.com. Kind of this similar question I asked Miller. How much are you watching the games during the day, seeing all the upsets, and are you kind of nudging your guys, being like, look, you can't get comfortable because anything can happen in March Madness?
I think our guys know. They watch. I watch games, but my focus is on who we're playing and my team, our team. That's where my focus is. You can't worry about other teams, and you got to worry about what's in front of you, what you're facing. And Kent State was the team that we were facing tonight, and that's where my focus was, how we were going to come out and perform. And now we have Miami, who's a well-coached team, who's had a hell of a season, and we got them on Sunday. So we got to go back and start to work and prepare for them.
Ralph Russo from the Associated Press. Coach, I hate to say Trace had a slow start, but it seemed like his offense got going in the second half. How important is it for him to how important is his ability to affect the game in so many ways, even when clearly they seem to be sort of focusing on stopping him offensively?
Well, again, we're not trying to hide how we play. He's been the focal point of our offense, and he's kind of anchored our defense by rebounding and blocking shots for us. He missed his first two shots around the bucket was point blank that he just missed, or he probably would have got off to a better start, but I thought he hung in there and he just kind of let the game come to him because they were basically trying to keep the ball out of his hands, and when he caught it, they came on the bounce, and things just started to open up a little bit more once we opened the floor up and got out and got some easy buckets, and then he bought it home for us down the stretch because I thought he made about 3 or 4 plays down the stretch to put the game out of reach.
Right here, and then just 2 more after.
Yeah, Mike, Rick Bozich, WDRB in Louisville. They shot less than 32%. You obviously played for Coach Knight, and defense was his calling card. How much of what you do and how you approach things is built off what Coach Knight taught you?
Well, it's got a lot to do with it. You know, he made it very clear when we played for him, and all the years that I've watched him coach, that defense wins championships. And what better person to know that? He won 3, and I've seen it done at the highest level in the NBA when we were at the Pistons when we won it that year. So I know defense wins, and I know if you commit yourself and you rebound the ball along with the defensive end, you put yourself in position to be in every game and have an opportunity to win. So, you know, we knew coming in tonight we had to defend this team because they could score the ball, and I thought for the most part we were solid all the way through, man, and we're going to need that the rest of the way.
All right, and then we'll take this one. That's it.
Todd Golden with CNHI. Mike, at the 2:10 mark of the first half, you brought Jalen back with 2 fouls, and the team immediately goes on a 6-0 run. It's always a judgment call whether you bring somebody back or not. What went through your mind to do that, and what was part of your decision-making at that point?
Well, you know, I mean, you know, when I look at it like that, I mean, he had to, and I'm always thinking ahead. You know, it's a long game. You still got another half, and if he picks up 3, you know, then you're kicking yourself. And after we made the 6-0 run, I pulled him right before the half and got him ready for the second half. But it is a judgment call. You know, I threw him back in because we were struggling to get the ball moved, and I thought we had some empty possessions offensively that I thought maybe he can come back in and jumpstart us a little bit, in which he did. So, again, from a coaching standpoint, you kind of rolling the dice, you know, and it worked out for us.
Coach, thank you very much. We'll see you Sunday.
All right. Thank you, guys.